A full calendar looks good. Every square has a name in it, the week looks busy, and on paper, the revenue looks like it's already there. But an appointment is really a promise about the future. It's not completed work, and it's not completed revenue. Between the moment somebody books and the moment their vehicle arrives, a lot can change. They can forget, they can misunderstand the date, they can lose the address, or decide against the work. And sometimes the shop creates the problem by recording the wrong service, sending a reminder nobody can reply to, or treating a customer asking about Tuesday as if Tuesday was confirmed. So when I talk about protecting a calendar, I don't mean finding a way to punish every customer who changes their plans. I mean reducing the uncertainty. The customer should know exactly what they agreed to. The shop should know the real state of the appointment. And when something changes, that change should become visible early enough to do something about it. My name is Jay. I'm an automotive window tinter and the founder and creator of Tint Bolt, an operating system for solo tinters across North America. The first thing I'd fix is the word booked, because shops can use that one term to mean 5 different things. A customer asks whether Friday is available. Is that booked? I mean, you temporarily hold the time while they talk to somebody else. Is it still booked? They agree to the time but have not accepted your deposit or cancellation terms. Is that booked? I mean, you need states that make the difference obvious. I would separate a request from a temporary hold, confirmed appointment, completed work, cancellation, or reschedule, a no-show, and an unknown outcome. The exact labels are not the important part. What matters is that your calendar does not hide the uncertainty from you. Because if the customer believes the appointment is confirmed and you believe they're still deciding, both sides can act reasonably and still end up frustrated. Decide what event changes the appointment from requested to confirmed and make that event clear to the customer and record it the same way every time. Once the state is clear, the confirmation and every reminder should come from one current appointment record. That record does not need to contain everything you could possibly know about the customer. It needs the details that prevent the wrong job, the wrong time, or another unnecessary conversation. I want the customer's name. I want a contact method that actually works. I want the year, make, and model, the agreed service, full install, rear install, and anything specifically excluded. The date, the arrival time, the expected duration, the address, and any instructions that they would need. If there's a deposit or cancellation policy, that belongs there too. Now, the key is that when something changes, you update this record first. Don't change the calendar, but leave the old time in the text thread. Don't change the service over Instagram and hope you remember it when the vehicle arrives. One current record keeps the shop and customer from operating from 2 different versions of the same appointment. A useful confirmation should help the customer arrive prepared. It should not just prove that your automation fired. Tell them the date and arrival time, the vehicle, the service you agreed to, anything important that is not included, where the shop is, and what they need to do. Then give them the realistic way to ask a question or change the appointment when they need to. For example, you're confirmed for Tuesday at 9 for side and rear tint on your RAV4. The windshield is not included. Reply here if the vehicle, service, or timing has changed. That's useful because it gives the customer a chance to catch a mistake while there is still time to fix it. You don't need to put a policy language in every reminder. The complete policy should be available before they commit. The confirmation should bring forward the details that matter for this appointment and make the next action obvious. Reminders can help too, but there is no universal magic schedule for every tint job. A job booked tomorrow does not need the same reminder sequence as a job booked 6 weeks from now. A customer who already confirmed may need different information from somebody whose appointment is still uncertain. I would start small. Send an immediate confirmation when the appointment becomes real. One reminder far enough ahead that the customer can still make a reasonable change, and maybe a short day of message when arrival instructions are useful. Then look at what happens in your own shop. Every reminder should answer 4 questions. What appointment is this? When and where is it? Does the customer need to do anything? And how can they change the plan? If the message does not help the customer make a decision or arrive prepared, sending more of it is not necessarily better. The point is to reduce ambiguity, not to create a louder stream of notifications. If canceling or rescheduling requires a phone call while you're installing, some customers are going to take the easier path and do nothing. That does not make the behavior right, but it does make the failure itself predictable. Give the customer a reply route. a rescheduling link, or another option you can realistically monitor. And I want to emphasize realistically because a message that says reply to reschedule is not useful if nobody checks the reply or updates the appointment. When a change request comes in, acknowledge it, update the record, and make the new state visible. A late cancellation can still hurt the day, but it's more useful than an unexplained absence because at least now you have information. You may have time to move another job, contact somebody waiting, or at least stop preparing for the wrong vehicle. Record cancellations and reschedules separately from no-shows, the dreaded no-show. Otherwise, you can't tell whether your change route is actually helping customers give you notice. Personally, I believe deposits can be useful because they make the commitment more real and give the customer something to lose if they abandon the appointment. But a deposit is not the whole solution. It can't correct the wrong time, a vague service description, a bad phone number, or a shop nobody can reach. It also creates responsibilities for you, refunds, disputes, exceptions, and the need to explain the policy clearly. Before you require one, decide the amount, when it's due, whether it can be refunded or transferred, what happens when either side reschedules, and who can approve an exception. And make sure the policy fits the laws and payment rules that apply to your shop. There is no single amount or deposit policy that I can honestly say is right for every business. The deposit should support a clear booking process. It should not be used to cover for a confusing one. Another place calendars become fragile is message delivery. So your system can say reminder sent, but that does not prove the customer saw it. The number might be old, the message can fail, land in spam, or be blocked by the provider. The customer might reply, and the reply might never reach the place you are watching. So track more than sent, whether the message was attempted, delivered, when that information is reliable, failed, replied to, and whether the appointment was ultimately confirmed, changed, completed, or left unknown. Then put the failures that still matter into a small exception queue. A solo owner does not need another dashboard full of noise. You need to see the appointments that require a decision, a failed message, conflicting details, a requested change, missing confirmation, or something unusual. That's the real purpose of the automation. Let the normal appointments move quietly and bring the exceptions back to the person who can make the decision. Before you change 5 things at once, review 5 recent appointments. Include completed jobs, a changed appointment if you have one, and any no-show or unknown outcome. For each one, ask yourself, was the appointment clearly requested, held, or confirmed? Did the customer-facing details match the calendar? Did they receive the correct time, service, location, and next steps? Could they easily ask a question or change the plan? Was the message delivered? Did the shop process the reply? And was the final outcome recorded honestly? Then choose one repeated failure and fix that first and then the next. Maybe the confirmation is vague. Maybe customers can't respond. Maybe your calendar does not distinguish a request from a commitment. Maybe delivery failures disappear without anybody seeing them. Do not change the reminder timing, the wording, the deposit policy, and the software all at once. You will not know which change helped. Measure your own confirmation, delivery failure, reschedule, and no-show pattern, and keep unknown as a real category. Guessing at outcomes only creates false confidence. A protected calendar is not a calendar that never changes. That's not realistic. It's a calendar where the customer and the shop are working from the same appointment details. It's one where the customer can communicate a change before they disappear, message failures become visible, and the final outcome is recorded. I would build it in this order. Define the appointment states, create one current record, write one useful confirmation, give the customer a realistic change route, test the smallest reminder sequence, track delivery and replies, and then review appointments every week. Automation comes after the rules are clear. Otherwise, it only repeats the ambiguity faster. No reminder sequence and no deposits can guarantee that every customer shows up. The goal is to reduce the uncertainty you can control and give yourself enough notice to respond when a plan changes. And if you want to compare this calendar friction with your response time, quoting follow-up, and other leaks, the Temple Revenue Leak Report gives you a structured place to start. Just follow the link in the description below to get your free assessment or visit www.temple.com. If you're an automotive window tinter and you want more informational videos about the business like this, please subscribe and give this video a like. I'll catch you on the next one.